Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, welcome to the after party for the 100th episode of our quarantine cocktail happy hour. Jesus Christ, my beard is gray. It didn't used to be this gray. What the hell happened? Oh man, good God. It's been a long fucking year. Year and a half, actually. Um, um, yeah, I mean, it's been a long. I mean, Jesus Christ, we've been through. What have we been through? We've been through a fucking pandemic. We've been through learning how to do shit that we didn't have to know how to do before. Wait, am I supposed to do the countdown first? Lone Star's live. Oh, dude, we can raid Lone Star. Yeah, let's find Lone Stars. Shit. Yeah, I didn't know Lone Star was live. Hell, if I knew Lone Star was live, I wouldn't have been so obnoxious and started my own stream here. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really ready to quit. I mean, I still have cheese left. Let's see what Lone Star's got going on. I will open his stream. Jeff's here. Cheers, Jeff.
Hey,
Welcome back. I've got Lone Star over here in my other screen.
let's bring Lone Star in. Yeah,
Yeah, he's going live. He's got Bobby on. He's going live. I wonder if there's a way we can do both of our streams at the same time. That'd be funny. Like over, like you on this half of the screen and us on this half of the screen.
um, yes, but that would take a lot more work on your point. I know you're at least tipsy, so trying to make that shit work.
I'm 2 away from sloppy drunk, my man.
That's fair. I've watched you drink some slipping cider, so it's okay. So yeah.
Did I tell you where I came up with that drink?
No,
So,
wherever did you come up with this drink?
so here's what we did. We were at Harvard back in the 1890s.
Of course.
Back when Harvard was like Harvard. It was
Yeah.
like Harvard was the San Marcos, the Texas State University of Ivy League schools. Like there were only like 9 colleges in the United States at the time, right?
Mm.
So back in the day, we were just going nuts. We had our mink coats and foxtail pennants that we were doing. It was nuts. Oh, so here's what happened. Some dude came up and he said, "I've got this thing that you don't know about yet, but it's going to revolutionize the world." And it was called. You ready for this? Plastics.
Oh,
yeah.
Of course, plastics.
They laid this thing down on the lawn, turned on the sprinklers, and we just dove. And we like slid, and we just like it was like we glided across like space and time, and it was amazing. But here's what was fucked up about it, because at the time, like this whole Me Too shit that we do now, that wasn't a thing back in the 1870s. That was not even remotely a thing. Those chicks at Harvard were just randy, naughty, just they were in. They were like that's how they like got in with the in crowd. Now, like you respect like feminine like integrity and shit like that. Like you wanna like eat their brains and stuff like that, right?
All
Like
right.
now it's you want like the personhood of the person. But back then in the 1870s, they were objects. They were straight up objects. You owned your wife. And that's how things were. I'm not saying it was right. I'm just saying that's how the culture was. So the Alpha Chi's would go out there, and they're at the end of the stream of plastic, and there they were. They were just disrobed, and They were all on flagrante on the lawn of the Harvard Common, and it was. I mean, today we would be appalled, but back then
Yeah.
it was just like that's just how things were,
No,
and
that's
that's
fair.
how it was. That's where Slip Inside got its name, and that is where
Okay.
the cocktail, the Slip Insider, because it was the stream of plastic was known as the Slip and Slide, and it was eventually commercially acceptably sold in the 80s, and and that's just that's just how it was back in the 1870s, and that was. I mean, today we look back on that, we're like, that's inappropriate because it is back in the
Yeah.
1870s. But if there's a lot of stuff we did in the 1870s that was inappropriate today, like duels. We don't do that shit today.
Well, it depends on where you're at, but that's fair. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, duels and playing hearts. We don't play hearts anymore. We play spades. Spades is good, but hearts we don't do shit. We don't do that shit. No.
You gotta know where you're like. I've been to places where they do hearts. It's fair. I mean, but I'm the weirdo who like hits like weird like underbellies of hearts dens of shit.
Would you believe it if I told you that I didn't know where those stories ended when I started them?
Really? I had no idea.
Like that whole backpacking along the coast of California story, I had no idea it was going to end with Janet getting marbleized. But
no, it's
it was a fun ride.
No, it's I literally when you started talking, I go, I know what he's talking about. I want to see where this goes. Just let's see how he lands this shit. He landed okay.
I'm pretty sure that's how I tricked my wife into marrying me. She was like, I don't know where the story's going to end, but I want to see where he's going with it. And
that does not surprise me. Know your wife. That does not surprise me at all. So
yeah, several years later, she was like, "I'm in this deep. I might as well fucking get married."
just
next thing you know, she's got several kids and
stuck.
Gotcha. Oh goodness, God, man, this was a fun night.
Yeah, it was. It was a good night. I had a great time watching it. And what part I was a part watching and sort of stuff was great too. Whether it's part of it or just watching, and I had a great time. So
the walking through the retrospective of how my show, how the happy hour has grown, how it's I don't want to say grown, but how it's like evolved over the years.
Yeah.
Or over the months.
I guess COVID fucks that shit up. So yeah, I get it. So
Moose Gal said now. Good night, Moose Gal. Oops, wrong button. Damn it, I can't type right now because I've got all kinds of shit in front of my computer. I need to move my cheese. I'm eating some cheese and drinking some cider.
Oops. Yeah, slip it in that, so it's fair.
OOCGAL. All right, good night, Moose Gal. Anyway, so, but yeah, I mean, from where it started when we were just talking about travel and shit like that, and stuff we've done, the place we've been, to reaching out and getting guests, and I mean, it was fun during the pandemic of getting guests because everyone was available to do everything all the time. But the last 6 months, it's been tough because people are going back to work, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm down," and then when it actually comes time for them to be down, it turns out they're working, which is great. I want them to be working, but makes it hard for them to get them onto a podcast. And I even did a thing for like in January and most of February where I just recorded them pre-taped them live, and then posted them up on Tuesday and Thursday.
I remember. So yeah, it's like we had that conversation for that sort of stuff. Because I remember you kind of talked to me, and go, "Hey, I'm gonna do like pre-tapes." You go, "All right, cool." Occasionally, I broadcast pre-tapes for my stuff too.
Yeah.
But it's like 9 times out of 10, it's like a replay of something I played like months earlier. But sometimes that's how it works, or sometimes how the schedule works for the people you're working with too. So
it was fun, or it was schedule wise, it was fun because I could do an entire month of shows in a week. I think I did all of January in 9 days. I just pushed everything together and just cranked it all out and then scheduled them out Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday. That was like all of January and some of February. But I think that had it's hard to do a live. This show lends itself really well, like what Raptor was talking about. Like when people will watch a show and kind of turn on the background and do work, like do real work, while the YouTube shit is playing in the background.
Yeah.
This show lends itself really well to that sort of thing. But when you do a live topical conversation that's recorded, it's tough because it doesn't stand up really well for a week.
It's a really weird beast when doing stuff. So like while I do the shows I do on Twitch, I do live, but like some stuff like Gaffy the Truth, I'll re-put on, like there's a YouTube Gaffy the Truth channel where you can follow all the old episodes. So you can still watch that sort of stuff. So I always go, I'm happy people can watch it live, but I also understand that people have lives. So if they can watch it later, cool. And so they can. I just can't interact with you watching later. So I try to leave my shit when I talk to people like a little open ended, so it still feels like especially with Devil's Hour. Because I save it and I put it on I have a Vimeo page to do that sort of stuff with.
Yeah, exactly.
And so, but when I talk to people, I go, "Hey, how you doing? You doing good?" If I fuck up, I go, "All right, cool, fuck up. Cheers, everybody." And so it's like still try to be inclusive, even if it's not live. So,
right,
make that shit work.
I'm looking forward to the next iteration of this show, where we do the live, like we do the conversation and then we do the music and entertainment.
Yeah.
And that's the sort of thing that you can listen to on Friday in the office behind your spreadsheets and all the other shit that you're doing. I'm looking forward to the next iteration of the show because it's going to be something that people can do, that people can participate in, and enjoy passively. They can passively participate in the show. They don't have to be involved actively in the show. And I was trying to do that with the interviews, where I could talk to the guest and give have this conversation. It's kind of, that's what we used to do at happy hours before the pandemic started. You could belly up to the bar and talk to the guy next to you and just strike up a conversation about whatever fucking shit you wanted to talk about. So what do you do?
Yeah.
And blah blah. Or the Astros are on. You go like, that guy sucks, and boom, you're in an hour-long conversation about the best Astros team you've ever encountered over the course of your fandom. And it was just, the randomness of happy hours in real life is the fun thing about happy hours. You never know what you're going to come across. It's like reaching into a variety pack of gummy worms. You never know if you're going to get the watermelon or strawberry or lime, and it's just, that's the best part about going to bars in real life. I know what these people are like here.
Very true.
All their life.
All right, so people who are like now watching live, my headset went out, so I had to take it out. So I have like ambient.
There's nobody watching. Don't worry about it.
That's fair. I have ambient noise.
Just you and me.
So Also fair. That happens a lot too, even in live. We just get really drunk, and start talking to each other. So
That happens. That's a legit happy hour thing where it's just two drunks at a bar talking, and then the bartender keeps feeding them because they don't leave.
also true. So that's how it works out well. So
Oh my man, this has been a fun night. I can't wait for next week. Next week giveaway bottle is gonna be a hoot.
that's like I'm not kidding that because I'll be in theory I'll be at the place where I'm supposed to be living at. I'm gonna like tune in live at least to watch because fuck yeah, I wanna win a cool fucking
bling bottle.
So,
a fucking bling bottle, one of a kind.
I'm down. I know we talked about doing.
This is the only one of these in existence.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to win that fucking bottle.
There is one straight whiskey bling bottle in existence that Lazy Nate TV got from Nate from Lazy Nate TV got. Last time I gave away a bottle, but this is the first ever special reserve bling bottle that I've ever done, and I'm not done with it yet. I'll take the tape off. I'll probably put some embellishments on it. It depends on how much.
So I mean, it's not going to help the money wise, but like if it happens to come by Darwin's tomorrow and it needs to get signed by myself, and I have a feeling I'm pretty sure at least 2 Trash Fire members will be at Darwin's tomorrow, so we can sign that bottle to help.
Scabs was supposed to be.
Yeah, Scabs, like the Holy Water Enema, which follow their shit on all the socials and fucking Bandcamp. They were rehearsing today, so that's why they couldn't make the show. So.
Scabs rehearsing like they need to rehearse.
No. Holy Water Enema. Holy Water Enema needs to. Holy Water Enema needs to because it's music. So they're working on shit. So.
They're inherently talented. Don't give me that shit.
No, it's amazing. So I know Scab's going to hang out with me tomorrow in Houston. I think Chris Broken should be too. So
good.
The time's out while for the blinged out bottle if you want.
Broken was the guy I wanted to get on the show.
So and I know where Cooter Juggins is.
Yeah.
So
maybe we'll do a special bottle signed by the Trash Fire guys.
Yeah.
Give away in a later episode.
That's fair. I know we've talked about doing a Trash Fire like limited run. But also that was also in the play that at least I would be at least in the Texas area to do that shit. And I won't. Womp womp.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll bring like 3 or 4 bottles tomorrow when you're at Darwin.
That's fine.
And just get the ball rolling.
That's like so people are watching this live or later, but still before the Friday, the 27th, 25th. I don't remember. I'm drunk.
Today is the 25th. Tomorrow is the 26th.
26th.
Saturday the 26th. Friday the 25th. Friday the 25th is when you will be at Darwin.
Friday the 25th, I'll be at Darwin starting at 6 p.m. ish. So it's the only time I leave here in Austin. I have to go pick up my paycheck. And then once it's picked up, then I come back here and I load up my van to move down, go to Austin. I figured 2 p.m. was about-ish when I can leave, which put me at Darwin's around 6-ish. So follow me on all the social medias, Jeff with the G on social, with basically everything.
Ish is such a versatile what's the word for it? The part that comes at the end of the word.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Ish. The thing is like it's not pronoun. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Anyway.
Qualifier.
Ish is a very useful word. It's not a word.
No, it is, because the fact is I use ish because the fact is like I don't know exactly what time I'll be in Houston. And I have my dog with me, so that's why I did Darwin's go, hey, I'll have my dog with me. If we're friends, my name is Jeff Peterson. If we're not friends, friend me on Facebook. That's fine. As long as we have an X amount of people friends with, I'll friend you too. And then I'll be at Darwin starting at 6-ish. I'll probably go elsewhere later in the evening. That just depends on how my dog's doing, because I'm not gonna fuck him over, and B, no, I have a really great dog, so I want to make sure he's okay. And B is the fact is, I go, what else is going on that evening?
I get that.
I have a place to stay.
I get that. Dude, I will never. I love your dog. Your dog is a beautiful, gorgeous dog. I will never forget waking up with your dog snout in my face.
That's fair. That's how it works.
Snorting, or her.
Him. It's him.
Yeah, he's a him. Snorting at me because I was just not paying attention to him because I was sleeping.
Yeah, because it's time to get up because the daylight's out and he wants to go outside.
And he was looking at me and he was like, "Get up, bitch."
Because I gotta go outside. And you look like that's like, and I'm pretty like, cause so. So here in Austin, people watching this sort of stuff. So Joe coming to Austin stays with me. And I have a decent enough couch to sleep on, and so my joke is always the fact is I go, my dog doesn't care what time I go to sleep. He only cares about what time I get up.
Yep.
True statement. So, and I totally, anybody comes to stay with me and go, hey, to make you aware that I'm going to be up early because of the dog, because he doesn't care. Once the light's up and he has to go, he's going to go. And he has to go outside. So the fact is, anybody stays at my place, they stay on my couch. If Shinobi doesn't stay in my bed, he stays someplace randomly in the apartment. And so whoever is closest to where he has to go outside is what it is. And his main bed is in the living room right now. And so if he sleeps there, guess who he gets to wake up is the person on the couch.
Yep.
And if that doesn't work out, he comes and wakes me up, and which is fine. So literally, it's literally I go like Shinobi comes and wakes me up. All right, cool, we'll get up. But I go, oh yeah, shit, we got somebody here, so let's go outside to let them sleep.
I think the best way to demonstrate this would be with a visual for people to see. So I'm going to
dog. My dog is
I'll take care of this. I got this.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with I'm gonna close my screen. I'm going to go solo real quick.
Oh yeah.
And just so people know what it looks like in the morning when Shinobi wakes up, imagine I'm Shinobi. I'm a dog. Imagine, just picture in your head, snout, blue eyes, nice white fur, gorgeous dog. And then you open your eyes, and I am right here.
That is Shinobi in a nutshell.
That is your morning wake up call right there.
That is my morning wake up call every morning between 6:30 and 7:30 most mornings. So
adorable, sweet ball of just snout right there in your fucking face.
There's an alley between 6:30 and 7:30 every morning. That's exactly what it is.
And that sweet, adorable little ball of fluff just gets insistent.
It depends on what time. When my last walk with him, it'll depend on what time that ends up happening. It's fair. So yeah.
Sweet boy. Can't wait to see him tomorrow night. It's gonna be just wonderful.
Yeah, he'll be at the bar. So
see you there. Jeff, we're at 26 minutes, so I'm gonna call it a night.
That's fine.
I'm gonna head over to Lone Star's channel. Raid him.
Do so. Yeah.
I may have one more drink. Tell one more story about how I came up. Tell the story about how I came up with this Slip It and Cider cocktail.
The fact is, I don't know how you came up with that. It's fair.
It was just like one of these things where it was just this organic idea of just sex and joy, and it was just beautiful.
No, that's fair. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Anyways, in Houston, come hang out with me at Darwin's tomorrow, starting at 6:00. I'll do some dumb stuff because I'll have shit on me, like, at least a couple of things on me. Because
And by shit, he means stuff. He won't have shit on him because
mouse traps, mostly mouse traps. So
there you go. There's a good chance that tomorrow, the next week's show, I will snap a mousetrap on my hand.
I mean, for a hand, that's fine.
Maybe my tongue. Maybe.
We'll talk tomorrow about how to do that.
It's the 99th episode. It's the next to last episode of the entire series.
99.2. So the original 99th episode was.
That's right. Oh, dude. Full disclosure.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't talked about this shit on the show.
Okay.
So my nephew was sick. He passed. And the reason I was unavailable for the show was because of I had to go on the road to Georgia for the funeral. Check this out. My dear sweet science advisor, sent me this. Do you see this shit?
That's amazing.
Do you see what that is? That is the star map from June 12th, 2021.
It's one of those things that I was like,
this is what the sky looked like the night that Micah passed. This is what you get when you know somebody who is a giant nerd and a science officer for the Old Humble Distilling Company and will be an analog astronaut for NASA and is your science advisor and is a brilliant egghead, wonderful human being. They give you a picture of the sky so that you can commemorate a significant day in your life. It's the most awesome thing.
It's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
I love time.
Those I go, if I was in the Houston area, I go, what up for your science advisor? Because I'm a fucking science nerd, but I'm not.
Her brains. I mean, if I was a zombie, I would eat them because they are just.
No, it's literally
She's a cool kid. I love her to death.
No, between the show because I watched that show too, and then the show today, I'm going. No, it's she's talking my shit. So I'm a weird I when I was in high school and even today that is my fucking jam. Everything she talked about.
It is.
It wasn't a chat. I go literally it was. I was kind of talking to people 20 years ago about doing the thing that she was trying to be.
You mentioned that in chat that you had been approached about doing the analog stuff.
Oh no! Here's also I'm gonna talk about this now because I haven't talked about this anywhere else. So there's a guy from Japan who bought seats for some 3-day trip in space. Uh-huh. And he basically he's an artist and he wants to bring artists to do a thing in space. And so I applied for it, and I'm currently in contention to do shit in space.
Cool.
So it's one of those things that Lila's you're up to Lila's 2 or 3 days in space. You're that's how it works. You're flying this thing. You're up in orbit for it's through a Tesla thing. So SpaceX, and so there's a guy from Japan who bought 8 seats, and he going, all right, cool. I bought these 8 seats for the thing. All I want to bring is artists. How can you do this stuff? I go, all right, cool. So I went, all right, this is what I want to do stuff like sideshow magic stuff. This is what makes it worthwhile because it's figuring this new media to do that sort of thing. So, to be fair, I'm not great at either of those things, but it's one of those things that I go, if I get signed on, believe me, I'm going to make that shit look legit because I'm that weird asshole to perfectionist. So, but even still, before that, 20 so years ago, I got invited that pre-Biodome to be a part of that sort of thing. 'Cause I'm a weird science nerd for stuff too. So
I would like to do biodome shit, except I like my family.
it's like at the time so at
I
the
like
time
my
I was
kids,
kind
and
of
I like my wife, and it's like I don't want to spend 6 months apart from them. I don't even like spending 5 days apart from them. It sucks.
That's fair. It's like if I'm with a partner, and that's I get that too.
Yeah.
That's the reason I signed up for the thing.
But if I wasn't bogged down by that old ball and chain and those fucking kids upstairs, I mean,
I'm sure
I'd be in like a
family would love
Camaro
the
driving
chain
across the
like
country doing biodome shit in every fucking place I could find.
No, it's no. I'm down to. I'm sure your family wants, for one. I'm sure your lovely wife would enjoy the fact is the ball and chain metaphor.
Yeah, she's not watching, doesn't
Not now, but
don't tell her.
I adore your wife. She's amazing and wonderful. So
she's the best fucking person in my life. She's
that's kids. Yeah, those kids. I only kind of know them. So, but it's.
Dude, did I tell you that I got Scabs come over and hit my kid with a pie?
Oh yes, you did. Yeah. But one is also Scabs told me too. So yeah, because
good times.
So yeah, so people are watching this later because I know you're not watching it live now. So yeah, twitch.tv/Carney Show. I do lots of weird, crazy shit, including with Scabs the Clown, and then other weird stuff. So please follow me. Tune in. Signing up is free. You can sign up how you want to. You don't have to give your real shit. Once you sign in, follow my channel, Carney Show. It's all cool and groovy. So
dig it. All right, man. I'm gonna call it. I'm calling it a night.
Call it, man.
I'm gonna spend a little bit of time over Lone Star, and I'm going to go to bed.
I've got this.
People don't know this, but when you own a business, like you have to do shit for your business to operate. So
no, it's fair. I understand that too, but it's
I have an early day at the office tomorrow because I have to make whiskey go inside of bottles.
You should, because I mean somebody may need some of that. I'm not saying who.
True.
But...
True. Oh! I didn't mention this on the show.
Oh yeah.
Channel 13, local Channel 13, ABC News is going to come to the distillery next Friday and do a story on us.
ABC 13, yes.
ABC 13. And there's a show they do called Local-ish that is in coordination with ABC Disney and their ABC National Network. And we will be featured on that. We'll be put into the sequence for the Local-ish stories as they go forward. So we're not only going to do a local thing, we're going to do a regional and national thing as well, and it's going to be dope as hell. I'm going to show that dude a good time.
Good for you. It's like
I'm going to bring in some hookers. It's going to be awesome.
No, it's so when we like when it all started out, like to get back to this 100%. So when I emailed to you originally to do a thing with the Trash Fireside Show, because that's how it started. We blossomed into this great relationship for stuff beyond that. So thank you for helping us out and helping me out specifically.
You're very welcome.
And then I'm always happy to promote the product. What's great is I'm moving to a place where the product is still available. So believe me, I'm gonna hit that shit up like legit.
Yeah,
so
you know, they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. We've already made it. We're starting to make it in Houston. So I think we can take it from Houston to New York, and we can do a thing.
Well, the fact is, I go. I've already hit you up with one place in New York. I know those places. I don't remember the name of it. I went the other way when I was in New York recently and talked to them about talking about the whiskey. Then when I move up there, I'll find out where my local liquor store is because I gotta, in general. Once I know what that is, at the very least, I go, all right, cool. This is where you need to hit up because I'll be local because I'll fucking buy this shit. I'll shit out of it. You make sure that at least gets to the fucking place where I'll be at because
sell a couple
at the very least the
the
special reserve because the special reserve is legit. Whenever the rye also good because
you had the pecan rye, right?
I did because you brought
that's some shit, isn't it?
I'm also not gonna lie that the coffee fucking amazing, which is probably never gonna see the light of day.
But at this point of the night, endorsements work as well when you can't pronounce coffee.
I said coffee. That's fine. The coffee looks.
It's late, and we've had a couple.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about at all.
I mean, but by a couple, I mean like 6. Yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, this was here at the beginning of the night. I mean,
to be fair, this is my second bottle since we started.
Shit drinks easy. We can accidentally drink a whole fucking bottle during a show.
So,
and it's been 3.5 hours since we started.
So this is literally my second bottle. So my first bottle I started about here-ish.
You can't pronounce literally.
And now it's like, so I've essentially had a bottle tonight. So
yeah, I know this shit drinks easy. That's what I'm saying.
Amazing.
Good whiskey that drinks easy.
So yeah, whenever the rye becomes available, I'm legit ready. The bourbon, fucking ready. If you do the coffee thing, I'm fucking ready because that's really good too.
Some legit stuff. It's gonna be fun.
No, it's like the coffee. The coffee stuff was really good. I had some independent here in Austin. I let some people that I trusted try it, and they fucking loved it too. Who are not brand loyal stuff so. Once the coffee stuff's good, so I recommend you pursuing that. So
speaking of brand loyal, I had a couple come in today to the store I was at. Offered them samples, told them what was in it, how we made it, 90% corn, 10% malted barley, 85 years. They're like, we can't drink corn. And they go off, and I'm like, okay, that's weird. And I watch them walk off. They go down the way in the liquor store, and they take a right turn up the bourbon aisle. I'm like, that's interesting. They can't drink corn. Considering bourbon is at least 50% corn. And then they grab 2 bottles of Maker's Mark. And this is right at the end of the night when I'm packing everything up. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
They go up to the cashier with 2 bottles of Maker's Mark, which is bourbon.
Maker's is
at least 50% corn goes into the wash. And I walk up to the cash register and I'll go, here, try our whiskey. You've got whiskey that has corn. Try our whiskey. If you can't drink corn, you shouldn't buy that. But if you can, here, enjoy. Cheers. Have a great night. I'm packing up my bag. I'm heading out. She tastes it. She thinks it's delicious. And she buys a couple of bottles. It was fantastic. So the takeaway is that if you can't eat corn, the good news is there's no corn in whiskey, even if it was made with corn, because what happens is you boil all the fucking sugar and starches out of the corn. The starches turn to sugars. The yeast eat the sugars and turn them into alcohol. The only thing that is in whiskey is water and alcohol and some proteins and tannins and whatnot from the wood. That's it. If you're drinking corn out of your bottle, then somebody fucked up how they're making the whiskey, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's also very true.
And I don't get worked up about a lot of shit, but that shit works me up. You walk into a liquor store and you say, I don't like whiskey, I only like scotch. God damn it, we're going to have a conversation.
Fact is, that's you don't like drinking wood and fucking peat. All right, cool, I get it. So
scotch is whiskey. It's I don't like whiskey, I only like scotch. I don't drink bourbon, I only drink whiskey. Well, fucking bourbon is whiskey. What the hell is wrong with you?
No,
I don't like dogs, I only like Great Danes. Great Danes are dogs. What the hell's wrong with
So
you?
some of that's all right, cool. Like Scotch because I like drinking wood and hating myself drinking fucking like a swamp.
I only drink Crown. 'cause
Whiskey,
I like
like in a
regret.
swamp, like drinking a swamp whiskey. I get that, but all right, cool. But you like hating yourself. All right, fine.
See,
Uh,
this is the world where I like say put a couple of drinks in me and you'll find out what I really.
That's fair. Like, gee, I've never had to experience that before.
Oh Lord, there's actually I made this video private so you can't watch it, but several videos back in February, when we were in the midst of the freeze,
Yeah.
I unloaded a couple of things that were on my chest about Greg Abbott and Ted Cruz.
No, that's fair. I'm also like mine. I'm very.
I
open.
yelled a couple of times even during that.
I'm also open about my shit for politics, so I don't pretend for that shit at all.
Like,
so
I don't generally talk about politics on the show, but I think the simple statement that Ted Cruz is an absolute fucking piece of shit is not a political statement.
no, it's like my
A political statement is what Ted Cruz thinks is legitimate and valid. That's a fucking political statement because you're like, this piece of shit who literally thinks something is valid because it adheres to your viewpoint that's politics. But to simply state that a piece of shit is a piece of shit, that's not politics. I don't consider that to be politics.
So I have friends who are performers who make a point not to be political because they don't want to upset their ticket price. Like on my end, I go, all right, cool, I respect that. But on my end, I go, you know what? I also I can't have disdain. So if you follow bullshit things, I'm gonna call you on it. Even if you're hiring me for a show. So if you want to hire me to do a show, which fine, cool. I do weird, crazy sideshow magic and stuff like that. But if you're right-leaning fucking asshole, I'm gonna call you on it too. So fucking like Greg Abbott's Ted Cruz bull fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like Lilith, I go, I've only known like 2 Republicans. I go, all right, cool, I'm on board for kinda. And I also not on board for, but I go, old school Republicans. I go, we're fiscally responsible. All right, I'm fine with that. But if you're
conservative governance, I'm down for that.
That's fine.
Like the conservative lack of governance, that's when I'm like,
The fact is,
we are so on the verge of like just careening off the rails here.
No, if you're a fucking if you're like fucking a Republican Trumper, I have no respect for you.
Yeah, it's the shared facts. As long as we share facts, we can differ in opinions.
That's
fair. Different opinions that are based on opposing facts. That's when we have issues of like basic participation in the same Earth.
No, Lewis, if you're a Trumper,
Earth 1 versus Earth 2, like on Earth 1 where shit's happening, and on Earth 2 where Italy has satellites that are fucking with voting machines, like that's not a thing. That's not reality. I can't participate in that. But cheers.
Yeah.
Man alive. Jeff, it's been a pleasure. Fucking hell.
Yeah, man.
Drive safe.
I know. I'll see you in a few hours. So
yeah, I'll see you in a few hours. Absolutely. I'll see you tomorrow night or tonight. Cheers. Have yourself a great night, man. Goddamn.
100 episodes, man. I'm happy to be
excited for you going to fucking Coney Island. I don't even give a shit about my 100 episodes. I'm so excited for you going to Coney Island.
It's your show, so you'll still be doing stuff going forward. Anytime you want me to be a part of shit, I'm happy to do so.
You got it. Consider yourself a performer on call.
Like Lewis, I go, I'm happy to do stuff whenever you want to do stuff. You want to chat about whatever. You want me to drop in for like 5 minutes virtually? Definitely.
Likewise. You know, you want to talk about dumb conspiracies? I'm in. I will
That's fair.
jump into a show and explain why this conspiracy is a dumb conspiracy.
That's
I'm a big
really
fan
what
of
I
that.
do already.
I
but
miss. I'll tell you what. I miss the good old fashioned conspiracies that had a basis in reality, like the Bretton Woods conspiracy. Like that was a legitimate thing that happened where people got together and determined like the value of money and the way the monetary system was going to work. And then fucking Jesse Ventura comes in and he's like, well, this thing has everything to do with everything else. And he attaches like a normal thing to a bunch of other dumb shit. Like the Bretton Woods thing wasn't a conspiracy because it was a real thing that happened and everybody knew that it happened. But all the make believe shit that happened like Three Rings Out, like that's your dumb conspiracy. But I am all down for the fun historical stuff that like people don't know. I'm down
That's
to
fine.
talk about it.
Yeah,
I'm
let
fun
me
with it.
know.
That's fine. You want to talk about dumb shit? I'm down with dumb shit. I'll talk about
Let's
dumb
practice.
shit.
Like so, for Gaffing the Truth, you have a thing you want to talk about? We'll bring you on to do like a weird conspiracy
Y'all talked
shit.
about the Bretton Woods conspiracy.
Bretton Woods.
The Bretton Woods thing wasn't a conspiracy. Organization. The Bretton Woods.
All right, cool. We'll talk about that. Maybe I'll do a little bit of research to like make sure it lasts an hour. That's the idea. Or at least like 40 minutes, because I know like 20 minutes is us like rambling about bullshit.
It set up the entire monetary system post World War II. But it wasn't like a conspiracy. It was just a thing. It was like the UN. It was a thing that happened. I mean,
there could be conspiracies around it, so that's fine. We'll talk later. So,
but it was rich people in a room, so sure, yeah. I mean, aliens and whatnot.
Yeah, aliens.
Jeff, I love you, brother. I'll see you tomorrow night. I can't wait to see you at Darwin's.
Houston, come hang out with me at Darwin's tomorrow. If I'm not there, because I'm like hungry like a wolf, but I'll be back. So
hungry like a wolf is where Tifa's at. Are they gonna have? They don't have a karaoke. Karaoke.
No, karaoke's on Tuesdays. Yeah. Like if I go over there to go see Tifa for a bit. So if you don't see me at Darwin's, that's where I'm at. But I'll be back at Darwin's.
All right.
Yeah.
Jeff, I'm going to put you in the green room. Cheers and good night. Thank you so much for joining me. Give me 5 minutes right here to close out the show. Thank you, everybody on the YouTubes for joining us for the after party. Thank everybody on Twitch TV / Cabinet Fear live stream for hosting us for 100 fucking episodes. And thanks to everybody for joining us for the 100th episode, because y'all made it special. It really was a fun show. It was a tremendous day. Thank you and cheers. And there's my drink. Good night. Boop.